Good day, happy travelers. My family is fresh back from a European vacation 2025. Today we are talking about one of the excursions I booked in Rome, tour of St. Peter's Basilica with Dome Climb and Grottoes. A couple years ago we all went to Rome, did the Vatican tour, Sistine Chapel. Going back to Rome, how about try something new? How about go to the bottom of the Vatican? How about go to the top of the Vatican? Stumbled across this in the shopping mall of excursions, Viator, and enjoyed the price. Now, what gets me to recommend one of these things? First of all, when I make it, it always has to have a reserve now, pay later. I don't like paying up front. I like the flexibility of canceling. It also gives me the opportunity of messaging the vendor to make sure that they reply and that we're in good standing, and I can follow up about a week before we go just to make sure that everything is in line and in order. And this supplier was great. The reviews are fantastic. And heck, team, they even have a badge of excellence. I'll show some of the pictures that we took, but otherwise, it was always good when you book an excursion and the description lines up appropriately. I'll put the link to the excursion in the video just in case you want to read. And, I don't typically read the words because I have pictures later. But otherwise, you can pause, read the words here. This does give you a professional historian. The dude's fluent in Italian, which is not super shocking, but also spoke English. So you get a tour of the dome, you get a tour of the catacombs. So you get both. You get both up and down. It does not include the Sistine Chapel, and you do not skip the line. Although it's worth noting that this particular excursion, there was minimal line. Another thing I like to check out is where am I meeting? It gives you the address here of where you're meeting. And more importantly, down here, it tells you where you meet them at. So I always like to put this address into Google Maps, and it says that I'm meeting them by the column right here. Put my little guy out here so I can see kind of what's going on, and I'm meeting by the column. So there will be a guy, according to this, meet your guide here by the first columns of, and then in the yellow label, well, that's exactly what happened. Boom. Meet there 5 minutes before, and it's always good to get there early. And heck, it's not like there's not a lot to see if you do not get there early. All right, so then it says, what are you going to see? All right, start at St. Peter's Square, and the new Pope just came in, so there's a lot of excitement there anyway. Head into the Basilica, check. 40 minutes there. Then you go down. You go underground, you'll see the pictures of that. Then once you go down, you go up. And then just like my favorite hip hop song, sometimes you got to go up to get down. So let's go ahead and start with some of the pictures. We'll start below because that's where the tour started. You get tours of various popes. It gives the names of the popes, pictures. Here's the underground tour. So take some pictures. There's a crypt over here. Another picture of a crypt. This one's actually sealed. You can't even go to it. It's got lions out here. And then a hallway with some some words that I don't know. I don't speak them. But then once you're done with the down, you start working your way up. And here is a picture of the rotunda on your way to go up. So that's a neat little view. All the people down there looking at all the stuff. So as you walk around, you get pictures. Now this is noteworthy. If you have problems climbing stairs, there's hundreds of stairs, and the stairway is narrow. This picture probably articulates that it's about the width of your hips, not much more than the width of your hips. So it's very. I wouldn't. You're not going to be walking up hand in hand up these stairs, and they're not super slick. But some of the traction, the anti-resistance, slip resistance traction was missing from some of them. So watch your step, as we say. But once you get done climbing, team, you make it to the top, and there are sights to see. So, when you're down in the Vatican walking in, you can see statues. Well, why not just walk behind the statues on top of them? That'd be something to say. A picture to take, get a selfie. And then you get this view, pretty unique view of the Vatican City there, looking out towards other things in Rome. More pictures of behind the statues on top of the roof. If you want to know what the roof looks like, there's the roof. Other views of Rome. And that's it. That's the excursion. So if you have any questions, the total tour time was about an hour and 45 minutes. Highly recommend. And the price, just in case we forgot the price was actually very reasonable, about $63. So otherwise, if you're looking for something to do in Rome, this certainly fit the bill and gave you something different to look at. All right, well, until the next video, I hope you travel safe.